Let's all roll up our fucking sleeves and shit. I'm as always, you know the chat's hidden, but everybody just spam shovel emojis in the chat. Just for me and my boy Hide's sake. Just spam shovel emojis in the chat. Hopefully they'll still be there later and I can see them and laugh and whatnot. But anyway, Tokyo Ghoul read chapter 150, bro. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And it's kind of weird because, like, especially with last chapter, like I said last week, it's starting to get that hint of finality to it, right? But at the same time, there's so many things that I still want. Nowhere near, as much as when we look back on like part 1, for example. But it's definitely there. I'm still not over the Kano shit, to be honest with you. It's so powerful, and yet at the same time, everything going on right now, and the focal point of this, the culmination of this arc rather, is perfect to me. Personally, I know some people still have their problems with it, but that is what it is. But at the same time, there's just certain things that I absolutely need addressed that can't be done through this, if that makes any sense. But I'll talk about that more later. Otherwise, real quick, logistically, in case anybody's wondering where I've been, you don't follow me on Twitter or whatnot. I was sick for like all of last week, basically, from like Tuesday till I'm still kind of sick right now. So if you hear me coughing during the stream or whatnot, that's what that is. And I also was in New York from Friday, and I just got back like a couple hours ago. So that's where I've been. That's where the content's been. Things will start to slowly trickle back into circulation this week. Let's get into the fucking chapter, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to fucking go. I'm ready to go. If that thing continues to operate, it'll go wild to compensate for its energy loss. An idea brought into the CCG. A long history of research to be put to the test. Yo. That chapter title is crazy. I'm waiting. As much as, and you guys have heard me say that Nishki's kind of annoyed me a little bit in the last 20 chapters. So just the sarcasm. I mean, that's inherent to the character. That's who he's always been. But now's not the time, my dude. It's just not. He only had one line recently where I was like, okay, that's pretty funny, Nishi. But I still like the man. I really wanted to be reunited with Kimi. So I'm glad she's out here. I'm glad she's out here. If the attacks are anything like these, the damage could spread to the neighboring ward. No, it would take out the whole 23rd ward. What do you mean? Can you explain it to us, Shino-san? This is the Kagane's true form. That cream? All right. Relay to me the knowledge of Kano, because I can't hear it from the man's mouth anymore. Even Chijo's like, what are you talking about right now? And that fool in the back. Is that really supposed to be? No, it could just be some. Because wasn't there the other doctor as well that was overseeing the cues and kind of managing them at the beginning of Re? Then I mean, it's not very distinct. I can't really tell. Either way, my boy Chijo's like, what the fuck are you talking about? The surface area of a paper crane is approximately 40% that of the original paper. If you unfold it like this, it turns out to be 2.5 times the size of the paper crane. A Kagane is like a piece of origami folded innumerable times. During the process, a vast physical structure is hidden within it. Dr. Kano calls this a collapsible structure. Okay. I see where you're going with this to a certain extent. How does this realistically, especially something of this scale, with the innumerable amount of Kakuo too? She's saying it right here. With that thing taking in such a tremendous number of Kakuo, there should be an unbelievable number of paper cranes within. So how are you supposed to pinpoint the man then? It grows in size proportional to the number of Kakuo it's consumed. So that's how I've come to understand it. Yes. What should we do? The affected area is huge, But within that perimeter, there should be a body from which it originates. If we take out the main body, the Kagane will start to break down. However, this is going to be like finding a needle in a haystack. So you're going to have to attack multiple points simultaneously then. This is going to be a crazy little operation. Hide's a god. But there's no other way, is there? We should just wait until it dies out on its own naturally. No, that's not an option. Dr. Kano thought that RC cells generally maintain a structure similar to telomeres. In other words, Kagane have a finite number of times that they can divide like typical cells. Still don't even want to think about it. Going back to, I don't even want to rationalize that with Kaneki's state prior to all of this going down. But if you're going to look at it like that, with that many, there's no way that it would collapse on its own anytime soon. The hay flick limit. If that gigantic thing exceeds that limit, all right. See, I'm glad at least Chigyo is finally starting to comprehend, man. You would think that, I mean, obviously Kano was on another level, but you would think Chigyo, out of all this time, you know, and experimentation, I mean, it's just as Kano said though. The Quinque focus blinds people. That's what it is. It'll start to fall apart. But how long will it take until it reaches that point? You look at Mariday's face. Look at Mariday's face. It's like a ray of sunshine hit the man. My guess is 200. Bro. I mean, that makes sense, though. If we assume, based on Furta's dialogue and what we see in the underground, that the Nagas were the remnants of the OG One-Eyed King, taking on that form. Those should still haven't completely degraded yet. And it's been 100 years. That's obscene, yo. 200 years. That, if that's the case too, I mean, this is just Kimi's rough estimation though. But even if that's the case, that means that that thing is roughly 2 times the potency and size of what the OG went into. It will take at least 200 years for that thing to Bro, this man, just leave everything to Hide, man. Leave everything to Hide. Just follow Hide's lead. That's all you need to do right now, my dude. Looks like our only choice is to find the main body. So what's the main body look like? Marde-san, we're in trouble. What the fuck is this? There's no way. I thought there was like a 15-day post on the hibernation. Things shouldn't be moving unless they actively attack it. Inside the gate. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. The procession. Yo, shit is moving way quicker than I thought. I mean, it's been pretty rapid as the last 5 chapters, or last 10 chapters even, but I didn't expect this right. He just has no chill. That's what it is. The man gives 0 fucks because everything is played out according to his calculations. Crazy. And even being able to predict and foresee the outcome, he wasn't able to fully subvert it. That's why, to a certain extent, you have to applaud Furta, man. Furta and Kano went in. They truly did. Yo, psychos out here with my boy. What are they here for? Get you fodder. None of you can stand to them. What the hell are you guys doing? Hurry up and... Although Marde's got his arsenal now. Yo! Hide! That panel is fucking godly. Look at him. Still has Akira and Amon at his side like that too. What a lord. See this payoff for people like me that are just blind Hide fanboys and have been since day one. This payoff has been tremendous, dude. And you know damn well everything that's come to pass, Ishida's been meticulously waiting to do and planning for at every step. bro. And I thought I liked the little greeting to Toka at the end of last chapter, but no, that shit is hype. Just leading the ghoul procession in there. I forgot about the serpent mask. Completely forgot about the serpent mask. Nagachika, what are you? Wait, what the fuck? Okay. Hey, Amon, isn't that Amon Kotaro? Good shit. Pay him some respect. Amon, it's really him. That's, you know what's crazy though? After all this time and after all the CCG casualties, he's still a legend out here. People instantly recognize him. I appreciate that. That's a nice touch. Didn't he die in the line of duty in the 20th Ward? Nagachika, what the hell are you doing? Somebody bring me Morgan. He's actually looking, yo. He's not looking as gaunt as he was in the last, ever since the Cochlea shit. He's starting to look like the old Morgan again. This man said, somebody bring my higher mind to me. Chill, Morgan, chill. We brought people who would help. Kiyu-san already told us this, but don't we have to dig up the main body of that thing? This punk. Pardon, look. If it weren't for this punk, quote unquote, you wouldn't have gotten anywhere. You'd be dead right now, as a matter of fact. You better just follow the man's lead. But there are limits to humans. There needs to be some flexibility. Exactly. And even that aside, just the scale of it alone and what Kimi just told you, there's no way. You need all the fucking manpower you can possibly muster for this operation. Flexibility. Are you seriously telling me to work with ghouls? Yo, the man's just like, yes, I am. That thing's true form is Kaneki Ken. If it's for him, these people will cooperate. Kaneki Ken, the one-eyed king. Mama, yo. You know Psycho's not going to hesitate. Psycho's not going to hesitate to join forces. Absolutely not. I would love to get some internal Urie dialogue right now. This would be the perfect time. I'd love to get that reaction. Wasn't he executed, though? That's right. I forgot about Furta's bullshit execution. Like, I forgot that the masses believe that nonsense. There were rumors that people had seen him. I don't know what to believe anymore. Is there anyone here to explain all this? Where's the bureau director when you need him? That's a good question. Where did that man slink off to? Wow. Could you have some nerve just casually strolling in here? The bureau director has stepped down. He used the CCG for his own personal gain. He quit? What the hell? Why is Hirako here? It's a good question. But not one that's apt to be asked right now when you're in the midst of all these ghouls. It's not even necessary. The only reason he executed Kaneki Ken was to gain your trust. The bureau director's agenda was to give birth to that. Yo, that little Furita battle, dude. Oh my god. You know the man's chilling watching this whole thing unfold, reading some Gintama chapters, but no, actually, that's one of the things that I need to see come to a head really soon, because Furita's gonna have to answer to V quite readily. Furita's gonna have to answer to V. Through his top secret plan taking place underground, we were all blinded by his craftiness, to say the least. And don't play it out. You're the main cause. You're one of the main components in this equation. You know, you're one of the main factors in the equation. No doubt we were all blinded by his craftiness. You're the one that vouched for the man initially. This man, yo. I'm telling you. Out of the right hands of Arya. Hirako, way up here. Huri, way down here. Hari deserved better. Hari deserved better. Hirako-san was also one of his victims. Hirako boy. So that was what really happened. Look at my boy's face. He's thinking exactly what I'm thinking. He's like, this motherfucker. Just trying to play it so nonchalant about it too. That's what pisses me off. But this is what I come back to. Ghoul's working, and you're gonna be smug about it too. Ghoul's working with the CCG, and even Marde-san and Amon are having somehow come back to life. Right now. Right now, I can't even with you. If that's the case, I want Arima-san and Hayate to come back as well. Stop with the nonsense. So you there with Amon, you're going to dig out Kaneki-ken alongside the CCG, no less. Who in their right mind would believe that an investigator would team up with a ghoul? Look at everyone's faces. Why would you even bother asking? It's impossible to work together, no matter the circumstances, no matter how effective it might be. If I could, I swear to God, like right now, and at least, in as far as like, because this is on the CCG side, basically what Ittori did on the Ghoul side, 2 chapters ago. It's effectively the same divisive shit. However, I still fucking love Ittori because that's what it's fucking Piero. That's what they do. This shit is just after everything you fucking witnessed. I should somebody just lay hands on Kuri real quick. Right, Marde-san? I mean, even if this man agrees with you, he's gonna have to abide with what Hide says. 100%. Leave before you all get killed. Or did you want to get killed right here? I think it's a bit naive for you to think with the limited forces you have. My boy Juzo hasn't even fully recovered. There's no way you're taking all of these motherfuckers right now. Superior Officer Ui, do you know what the most important thing? Oh, Lord, of course, this is gonna be the man to do it. Do you know what the most important thing to an investigator is? Exterminating. Shut up. I'm not even reading your dialogue anymore. I'm done. Wrong. The Ghoul Countermeasure Law preface. The thing of most important value is peace. And the countermeasure members will put full effort into maintaining that. And that's all the man's ever strove for. Everything he's done up to this point. Even as the unwavering justice and resolve of Amon, man. Can always count on it in the clutch. And since these fools still look up to him, that might be enough to sway them. One who fights in order to protect the peace, that's an investigator. We have to fight, even with the ghouls. I knew it. My fucking girl, dude. God. And I had a feeling, to be honest with you. I knew she'd be the first one. As soon as she heard Kaneki's name, I will accept them. It was Psycho. They better get the perfect save for Psycho in the anime. I swear to God, they better get the perfect save for Psycho. I already made my request. I don't really know if it's gonna happen. Somebody pointed out. I'll talk about that later. Actually, I want to hear this dialogue real quick. I, as an investigator, will fight alongside ghouls. As a kohai, I shall follow my senpai. Hige, man, he grown on me. Look at Shell's face. Still fucking beautiful. Marde-san, I heard that you were the kind to even use old. Yay. The man's only dialogue in the chapter right now. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. He's not wrong. Marty's the shrewd type of motherfucker that always resorted to whatever was necessary. I get, honestly, this is the first steps right now. These are the first steps. I can't imagine that's going to completely remedy that. There's a long road ahead in order to find a balance between the two sides, but these are definitely the first steps. I like the way he worded that, though. I heard that you were the kind to even use old women. I'm gonna let that lie. I'm gonna let that stay there. Marty is his affinity for old women. Cut that shit out. Even in this situation, working with ghouls, Marty-san, there's no need to dignify them with a listening ear. They're the enemy. That's right. The pride of the CCG will. Bro. Yo, the timing of that, too. Holy shit. That's powerful. That's fucking powerful. The implications of that. To be honest, this is even more. I feel like we're even closer than I even thought last week. That's fucking powerful. In unison, removing the masks. There's nothing to separate them. They've laid all their cards on the table. And you fools are still blind to what needs to be done. Pride. What a load of talk. What a load of bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Letting Cootie stroll in here and start talking all kinds of nonsense. Swear to God, man. You're planning to die for such a dumbass reason? What are you, idiots? They took off their masks. So, yo, fall back, my dude. Fall back. What you mean so cute? Fall back. Fall back. Don't even look at her. Don't even lay eyes on the goddess. We're going to do whatever it takes. Even Marty can't turn a blind eye to that now. The removal of the mask is too powerful. That's it. They give zero fucks at this point. There's no need to even maintain the facade. And at the same time, it simultaneously just says that the king's life means that much to them. That's why I'm still, that's as much as the Kano shit is still I'm so wrapped up in it because it's that kind of full circle progression of a narrative. The shoe speech last week, man. Oh. This chapter is actually I was kind of hesitant at first. Now I'm fucking in love with this chapter. I was hesitant with how quickly it was paced, but the payoff is tremendous right now. What an amazing group. Yo, my boy's walking now? All right. I really don't want you out there doing it, lifting a single finger though, dude. Though. I really don't. It's nice to see you out of the wheelchair, but I think I should be able to put up with it with just a CCG. I'm sure that's what Shinohara-san would do. Bullshit. Bullshit, Juzo. If the man was if the man had witnessed everything that you have, what you think Shinohara would have said would have completely turned on its head at this point. That's what Shinohara would do. How long are you gonna parrot that for, Suzuya? You make your own decisions. You're an adult. That's the best thing you said in a while, Marde. You're an adult after all. Bro. Well, if you say that you want to work with the ghouls, the whole CCG would follow in your footsteps. That's true. He basically is the new face at this point. Yo, this man is good too? Yo! See, I would have been fine either way. If Hami had died, I would have been fine either way. I assumed he would have been fine, but I didn't think he'd be up and about like this. I mean, he's completely bandaged up. No, I didn't think he. I mean, it doesn't even look like they're supporting him. It looks like he's moving. All right. I mean, I'm not. That's fine. That's fine. I'm actually happy the man survived at this point, even though I still, even after everything, even after the payoff of everything that happened, going back to that fight, I'm still a little bit salty, low key. Still a little bit salty, but it's fine. This is much better than fucking RM Mitsuki. Much better than that. Much better than that. Is that so? Well then, let's all go together. Yuzo, my son. Look at that smile, dude. Bro, this chapter is so fucking good right now. This chapter is fucking amazing. It'll be easier that way. The first steps in this one joint cooperative effort will lay the foundation. I mean, in that way, Furita's ideals are sort of being realized, but even so, we're definitely not out of it yet. I mean, Hide, you're gonna have to meticulously try and subvert some of the problems I see arising during this operation, though. We'll just have to prepare for the worst. Yo, that little high five too. That's such a dope panel. Isn't this what you had in mind? Don't have that smug grin now, Corey. Even if this is what you're trying to instigate all along, don't have that little smug grin now. As a fact, no, I'm not even gonna give you the benefit of the doubt like that. Get the fuck out of here. The CCG will accept your cooperation. The air finale is much heavier now. Much heavier. So level of the ways to go. Tokyo will be reborn. Next chapter, what will happen with this newly combined strength? I mean, at this point, no matter how many ways I can come up with to try and subvert it and the possibilities that I would like to see, Re's definitely ending very, very soon. There's no way around that. Whether or not we get a part 3 remains on the excess factors, which I'm not really going to delve into too much here, but you can pretty much speculate that for yourselves if and when we get to the point. Because right now, if you had asked me last week, I would say I would give Re at that point a solid 15 chapters at the very least. Now, I almost want him to do it in the next 7 chapters, just for that clean 300. Just for that clean 300. But there's no way all of the qualms that I have and all the excess factors that are out there can be resolved that quickly. If he does, I mean, if she can do it, I just don't know. It has to be satisfying. That's the thing. Because right now, these last 2 chapters are the first time that I've thought that we may not get a part 3, to be honest with you. Tokyo Ghoul as a series may be ending very, very, very soon. I mean, I really would love to know where Sato is in all of this. They're gonna have to bring the man back during this operation, if you want to call it that. We gotta give that shit a name. I don't know what to call it. I mean, I don't even know what to call it. But I really like to know where this man is at all of this. They're gonna have to go back and cut to Furuta yet again, showcase him. I guarantee you, in that sequence, she is probably either gonna have it be such that he first goes and parlays with Rise, and then subsequently V's gonna fucking rain down on the man, because the force of V's is still much bigger than just him, and it's still bigger than just the Washu. That's the thing. So, as far as my personal theories are concerned, with the 5 Kings theory and the stuff with the underground that I was talking about back in the day, either way, all that shit remains pretty pertinent, I guess. Even like Donato. I mean, aside from Donato, like the rest of Piero's movements is pretty much irrelevant. They've already stated their claim to just witness how this shit unfolds. But I need more. I need some sort of resolution with Donato. There's a bunch of other things that I don't even really want to get into here, but I will talk about pretty much in the same vein as what I did when part 1 was seemingly coming to an end. But either way, let me look at the chat really quickly because I gotta get out of here. I have to get out of here. I'm gonna scroll back up and scroll back down. Oh, the 200 years thing is crazy, dude. That just speaks to the substance of it. Bro, that's how you gotta say it. You extend it like that. You gotta put the emphasis on it. He, dude. That's how you gotta say it. He quit like nah. The man didn't quit like Hirako. He didn't even put in a letter of resignation. He just slid out after wreaking havoc. He just slid off into the shadows. Corey would never win an argument against. He couldn't win against shit, dude. Dude, that Amon line was powerful. Yo, Amon said, "Shut the fuck up." You're the one. Corey's been the one trying to maintain the mantle, yet he fundamentally does not understand the purpose. Amon is one of the best men in this series. Period. Hisoka voice for Furuta, that would be fucking incredible. That would be. I think that would be best, to be honest with you. I can't really think. I mean, no, there's a couple other possibilities. There are a couple of other possibilities. Mars finally growing on. Dude, I don't like. That's what I said this a little while ago, and I think it's really just because R displaced him. That's really what it was. Like after the whole shit with him, Uri, and Donato. Then post recovery and R just becoming such a shit character. Well, technically a great character in terms of construction, but just a detestable character for me. Even with his reasoning and rationale, which is justifiable, I don't like him. I never will. All of that leads to Hige being palatable for me. You know, I fuck with Hige a little bit. Like I'm not a Hige fan or anything. I'm not gonna. If Hige dies, I'm probably not gonna like shed any tears or anything. But I can fuck with some Hige, you know. It's not bad. It's not bad. What if the cute wasn't for Toka? I mean, who else was in that lineup? Shu, Misa, Nishi. I don't even want to think about it. I'm not even going back. I don't even want to think about it not being for Toka. I'm not even gonna entertain that. Marde always says the best thing. Yo, that Marde dialogue to you. There's just so many good points in this chapter, man. Oh my goodness. The Apara stamina juice. I figured he would survive, to be honest with you. I figured he would survive. But I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like maybe he went out just because we saw Juzo, we didn't see him. If you want to find Furuta somewhere on this map. First trying to finish Gintama, that was his true goal. The man is trying to read the final chapters, dude, before he goes out. Getting a little chummy around here. Can't wait to see Ishida fuck that up. Also, Matsuri needs to do Washu and food dump. He's the only one that really realistically can, aside from Furuta. I mean, he definitely could give us more insight, but outside of see for a potential part 3. And it really still depends. It's still up in the air, but I feel like we're moving to this kind of final conclusion right now. It's coming very soon. But there's certain ways in which Ishida could construct it. And that would definitely be one of them. And you have to expand the world tremendously. About later. I'm not even gonna bother with that right now. Wondering about Nishiki's smirk in the mask panel, but then I remembered his girlfriend has been chasing all this time. Bro, why couldn't we get lit? That's the only thing that was missing. Unless I missed it. I didn't see any sort of. I mean, did Kimi bounce? Maybe she did. Maybe they did leave before. Let me go back, because I didn't see any sort of interaction between them. Not even just a nod. Although no, they were in that back room, and then Marde went out to meet the encroaching ghouls. So she's still back. So they just haven't encountered each other yet. They haven't encountered each other yet. Chapter 150 Ark, Noah's Ark. The story goes on to describe the Ark being afloat for 150. Yo, see, I was obviously thinking along those lines, but I didn't think about the numerical value. That's actually fucking incredible. Thank you for that, ninjas. That's factual too. Ishida, man, and then that still continues to stem from the biblical symbolism that's been imbued in the series, but can't wait until Suki runs up and fucks everything up. That's the other thing. Those motherfuckers, which I really don't care about, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. Where is Risa? In the tube. Oh man. What's Risa? Is it tasty? I'm sure she is tasty. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fuck. Went too far down. I'm really running out of time too. I want to read all of these comments really quickly. I was on no sending a set of chapters. It's more like 10. I mean, I definitely think that 15 would be the limit at this point for Ree. I definitely think 15 would be the limit. I just said 7 because I want that clean 300 chapters if there's not going to be a follow-up part. But there's no way to resolve all that in a way, like I said earlier, there's no way to resolve all that in that bare minimum chapters that would leave me, satisfied, I feel like. But if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be fucking Ishida. So is there someone could have just said there's a ghoul standing right next to it? Though he is still probably alive. That's what I've been saying, though. That's what I've been saying. And that's 100% the case since it hasn't fully degenerated. But again, that's something I'll save for later. Save all of that shit for later. Let's be everyone's dad. It should be amazing as well. Yeah, I think that's the choice right there. I honestly think that's the only way to go. From the fast pacing, I think Ishida might be trying to finish TGV before the anime comes up. I mean, I don't really think that's his goal. I don't think he's giving deference to the anime like that. There's still some shit that needs to be addressed in TGV. I don't think there's enough time to do it all in Read though. 100%. That's how I feel about it too right now. I feel like Read has to come to a close one way or another. After this arc. Chapter finally got to my biggest, I can just stick ghouls and humans in a room and instantly make them get along, no questions asked. Of course not. But the threat is still looming, and you're fucking. That's why I'm glad. I mean, it's also fucking awesome that it took Susie's final say so for them to all just be like, all right, fine, let's do it. But there's no way that this operation is completed without everybody's cooperation. It's not possible, and only fools like the father can't see that. Yo, Scott, my boy, appreciate it. Shit. King of Hell is the heat of the comment section. It was Gaudier to play his cards to create coexistence. I mean, I've always said at the very beginning that Kanji Hideamon would be crucial in the formation of that bridge. And they all three of them are crucial factors in this equation of bridging the gap between humans and ghouls. So I'm gonna cry if you cut your Zara, stop playing games, man. Stop playing games. Fuck this up. I don't know. Man. I just don't want to think about Mitsuki right now. I really don't. They're gonna find Mitsuki riding Kaneki. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. That's enough for me. And it's time for the drunken streams anyway. So thank you guys for joining me. If you want to, come to more streams, Ku and I are gonna be watching Blendes and then Osamatsu. If anybody else cares, the new Soul Link episode is out right now too. As far as content that I missed last week, start be trickling back in the next few days, like I said. But either way, smash that like button if you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'm out. Peace.